Thank you very much, Juliet. Um, Juliet has been described as the lady of the week. She remains so until the program is over. I'm really delighted to be here this afternoon. I really missed the past few days, but I'm consoled by the fact that I'm well represented, as Juliet testified. She described Prince as is it limelight? Well, I'm happy that there's still a lot of light. um, I couldn't make it because on Monday we were summoned by our Vice President to attend an interagency meeting that comprised the law enforcement agents, the anti-graft agencies, ourselves, the central bank, the National Financial Intelligence Agency, and our Assets Management Corporation. I'm telling you this story because I'm not sure if there are countries that have established assets management corporations as part of resolution efforts, particularly as a result of the 2008-2009 financial crisis. But we did establish one in Nigeria, and it's about 9 years now. Unfortunately, not much progress has been recorded in terms of addressing the serious problems that plagued the banks at that time, which resulted in the acquisition of huge non-performing loans by the Assets Management Corporation with a view to restructuring them and recovering them through the courts. It has been a very challenging and frustrating experience due to a number of reasons. The issue of political will is very critical, and when Dr. Twins made this very elaborate and comprehensive presentation, one of the missing things probably has to do with, issues of political will. I'm not sure if, probably because he doesn't have any immunity, that's why he avoided addressing serious issues like the lack of political will and corruption in our systems. Because of corruption and because of problems of the judicial system, it has been very difficult to address some of these issues. The narration he gave in terms of the experience of Bank of Uganda in resolving these banks is a very interesting one, and I believe we in Nigeria and other parts of Africa have in one way or the other experienced all these issues. But I think one of the tough challenges has to do with political will and also the judicial system as a whole. So like I was saying, we had to have this meeting because it is realized that there is need to renew efforts to ensure that those chronic debtors who have made it very difficult even for the asset management company are brought to book. And to that extent, an interagency, a very serious top-level interagency committee was established and is supposed to be reporting on a periodic basis to the office of the Vice President. Without this kind of intervention, it is very difficult for you, even if you have the resolution powers, whether the resolution powers reside in the central bank or the deposit insurance or any other. And I'm saying this because of our political and economic climate in Africa. So there is need for us to appreciate that. For me, it's homecoming, more or less, to Uganda. The last time I was here was probably in 1994, when I had the privilege, and that was barely about 4 years 5 years when we established the NDIC, and I happen to be the head of what we then call Financial Institutions Resolution Department. We were dispatched after we read about the attempt to resolve the Cooperative Bank of Uganda. We read it in the FT at that time. We were fascinated, and at that time we were trying to evolve our own resolution system, apart from the fact that we had to resort to multiple liquidation of some failed banks. We were fascinated, so we came to Uganda here to study the framework of resolving the Cooperative Bank of Uganda. Juliet later told me that it went into liquidation. We found that, just like the Dr. Twin mentioned, there were issues relating to governance, illiquidity, severe undercapitalization, and so on and so forth. And of course, huge non-performing loans. But what was interesting, if I'm still correct, is the fact that that bank enjoyed the support of NGOs. Some foreign NGOs injected some funds, but it got to a point whereby they said enough is enough. We cannot inject any more funds, and there were huge hues and cries about corruption again by the NGOs, and this permeated most of East Africa. So that shows you that you cannot really own and manage a bank through donations. We learned a bit and we went back, and the memory still sticks. Having said that, I would like to congratulate Juliet and her most able team for hosting us. We will continue as Africa region to support our members to conduct more and more capacity building programs for our members. That is very critical, as much as we are also trying to promote the establishment of deposit insurance systems in Africa. We are also grateful to Ayadi, under the most able leadership of Walker David, Secretary General. Ayadi has always been supportive of us. I think we are going to have a similar conference in November in Ghana. So one of the things we are going to discuss actually today at the ARC meeting is the need for us to form or establish a Pan-African Center for Research and Studies and Capacity Building for Africa. It doesn't have to be fixed in one place. The headquarters may be in one place, but we can rotate and come up with various programs that will help continuously sharpen the skills of our member institutions. I think with these few remarks, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to say we're grateful. I'm not supposed to be giving the vote of thanks, somebody is, but in my capacity as chair of Africa region, I would like to urge all of us to continue to develop ourselves as individuals, because the tendency for us is that after these programs, in a lot of cases, we tend to put away what we've learned, more or less. I urge that we continue to develop ourselves and show interest. There is the IFS Connect, that is is a window created by Ayati, so that our employees can continuously update themselves on what is happening